working in a care home is like you being a maid to Oyibos. Next time, they said I should get that I should wear dark outfit. So my footwear, I had to go and rush to buy a black footwear yesterday. Yeah. So this is my footwear that I got for £10 yesterday, because I didn't have a choice. They requested that I get one. It's not fine, but nurses don't dress fine, carers don't dress fine. Hi. I'm out today again. I'm going to work for my urgent £100 or more or below, anyhow. So day 2 of my week-long shift, so I thought I should carry you guys along. So I changed my uniform today. Normally I'm not supposed to wear this uniform from home, but I can't get down and start entering the changing room. I think I'm too lazy for that today, so I decided to wear it and then pair it with the sweater. Yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys later, hopefully by tomorrow morning when I've been used. See my face now. I was able to catch about 3 hours of sleep, but let's see what my face will look like after the shift by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Catch you guys later. After a night shift, this is how tired I look. I'm really tired. It's a very deep and busy night. I'll rest on the morning. Catch you guys later. So the first thing you have to do as a carer in the United Kingdom is you need to know where and who you want to work for or work with. Now, you can decide to go to a care home itself and apply to work with them directly, or you can decide to work for an agency. Now, working for a care home directly is as good as working for a particular organization, and that's where you'll be going for the periods that you have the opportunity to work. While working for an agency, you can visit so many care homes. I mean, your agency can send you to so many care homes for you to go and work. So far you're available to work, and they actually have work shift for you. So that's the first thing, to identify if you want to work for an agency or you want to work for a care home on its own precisely. The second thing you also need to know is that working as a healthcare assistant, you would have to do some things that you probably thought you would never do in your life. Yes, that's just the truth. So you have to prepare your mind. Now, you have to do personal care for the people you're caring for. Basically, it's just like okay, there was a day I sat down and then I had to break down what this care job is all about. To me, I would say it's like, maybe you are like an assistant to somebody, you're caring for somebody, giving some of them food, you're taking care of them, like bathing them, you're also helping them with their medications. I mean, when the nurse comes around to give them their medications, you ensure that, oh, they actually took the medications. I mean, supporting the nurse. You ensure that the environment where they are in is actually clean. You ensure that they eat as and when due. I mean, there are so many things. So that's why I said you have to prepare your mind to do the things you thought you probably will never do in your life. Now, that is for you being a carer, a healthcare assistant in both care home and even if your agency has sent you how to go work in several care homes, it's almost the same thing in all care homes in this place that I am in. Another point and another thing you will have to do if you're working as a healthcare assistant in a care home is that sometimes you might have to do some domestic works. Yes. Now, the guys in the kitchen might wash the plates for you in some care homes, while some care homes, they have their dishwashers in the kitchen where they use that. Once everyone is done eating, I mean the residents, once you finish packing the plate, you have to set them in the dishwasher, and then you would do you would wash with the dishwasher. And obviously when you finish washing with the dishwasher, you have to arrange and, you know, stack up the plates, the cups, the cutleries. You have to stack them up back in their appropriate places. So that's another role of a carer, of a healthcare assistant in some cases. While in some cases, the only thing you need to do is ensure that the residents, the individuals, they are okay. That's for some homes. Also, while in some homes, you still have to do like a little bit of housekeeping. Now, housekeeping usually occurs, I would say maybe in 2 occasions mostly. Either after a meal, or if you're going for a night shift, of course you have to prepare the house for the next day. So it's just like you having your own personal apartment, and you know, oh, if I go to bed, if I wake up the next morning, I don't want to meet my house dirty. I want my house to be very clean. So of course you have to clean ahead. So basically what you have to do at night, if you work on a night shift in a care home, is ensure that everywhere is clean. Yeah, so you might be requested to use the vacuum cleaner to sweep the, to clear the dirt on the floor, to also arrange the plates, set the table, arrange the plates and cutlery that will be used the next morning. You also have to use like disinfectant, bacterial wipes, antibacterial wipes, yes, antibacterial wipes to clean the tops, the tables, the chairs against the next morning, basically ensuring that the home is clean, safe and tidy for the residents to reside in the next morning when they wake up and they are set for the day. As a healthcare assistant, you might also be required to choose outfits for a resident. Now, if you have to do like wash and dress, and by the way, washing and dressing is basically not putting shower on them, but you use their face towels or hand towels or body towel. You put it in water that has their body wash in it, and then you use that to clean their body from head to toe. So that's what they call wash and dress. I'm still going to do like a more detailed video about probably a day in no, that will be too deep. It will be too deep and it's going to be against the ethics of the job. So basically I will just do like a sit down video about how to do like personal care for a resident. I think I will, and I'll also probably bring some of the tools, some of the things you would use for your donning and doffing. Your own protective. Well, they call it PPE, Sha. The things you have to use to protect yourself. Don't mind me, I absolutely forgot the meaning. It's preventive or protective. I can't remember the other P, equipment. That's what they call it. So I'll probably get those materials, and then I will display how it can be used, so that if you find yourself like your day one working in a care home, you would know how to use this and that. You won't start doing what you ought not to do, and then the other nurses or the other carers will look at you and say, hey, this one no sabi, you know sabi what they do. So I mean, basically this person does not know what we're doing here. So I'll probably film a video on that later if I see the turn up on this particular video, if it's okay, if it's good, if it's if I see that you guys like it with your subscriptions, with your views and likes on it, then I'll probably film that video. In care homes, they will tell you to do notes. And to do notes, you are either writing or you're typing it on a phone or on a pod or on a tablet. Now, doing the notes is basically maybe per hour or every 2 hours, you would record like a progress report on some residents. Now, there's usually a senior staff in each unit in care homes. So the senior staff will be the one to tell you, oh, Biola, you will take care of Mr. A, Mrs. C, Auntie D today. So you will definitely be in charge of those people. While in some care homes, they won't tell you, take care of this, and this. No. They'll just tell you, oh, we'll all do it together. And for some people, they can't really do anything all by themselves again. Like, they are really old. So they need a lot of assistance. While for some people, they are still kind of independent. They can still do stuff on their own. So you just have to support them. Those are the ones that I like to do. Don't mind me, because they are much more easy. So, and for everything you do with them or for them, you have to record it. And why are you recording it as a healthcare assistant? It's because it will be easy for you or the next person who you'll be passing on the shift to know, oh, this was how Mr. A's day went. This was how Mrs. C's day went. This was what they did. Oh, they had a bowel movement. Oh, they peed how many times? Oh, they had so for dinner. I mean, notes are important for you to do as a healthcare assistant. So you should also know that you either be typing, or you'll be writing, or you'll be supporting someone to type on the computer. I mean, in terms of the notes, like a record of how the resident's day actually went. So also, some care homes would require that at the end of each day's shift, you empty the yellow bags. Yes! This doesn't make you vulnerable. It doesn't make you less of a being. It's just simply tidying up. You can't imagine me, oh, I came for night shifts. I cleared everywhere. For you, morning shift to work. And then when I come back at night to come and resume my night shift, I am meeting trash in the yellow bag. It doesn't make sense. So a whole lot of people tend to get flared up, like, oh, your work is what I want to come and resume. You get, so you're also getting paid for your work. You should have trashed the bin. People get pissed off for some things like that. I've seen some people get pissed off for some things like that, and of course, it wasn't a good starter for their day. So definitely, you would have to empty or trash the yellow bag. It's always a yellow bag. Always a yellow bag. It's a bag that contains the pads, because they wear pads. Is it pads? Yeah, it's pads. It's a bag that contains pads. The PPE that you actually dispose. That's your glove, your apron, and then your nose mask. It's usually in a yellow bag, so you tend to dispose it. All you have to do is ask the people who work basically or all the time, or who are the full staffs of that home, oh, where is the bin? Where can I trash the yellow bag? And they will tell you, so you tend to trash it. But for some people, they won't tell you as a healthcare assistant to trash it, especially if you're working from care home to care home, not a particular care home. So they feel like, oh, you're not conversant with the environment, So they will just pick it and then trash it themselves. So that won't be your own headache for that day. Also, another point is that you'll be requested probably all the time that you have a shift to go to get the LFT test. That's like you getting a COVID test before you're permitted to come into the care home. Yes, it's just for safety, because you are out there. You must have met with so many people, probably on the bus, in your school, in your compound, in your house. I mean, in the building where you live, your church, anywhere, the city center, anywhere. You must have met with people who probably had or have COVID. So they just want to be sure that you coming into the care home, you do not have COVID. So they will require that you do a test before coming in. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing you should know that you will do. Finally, as a healthcare assistant, you have to be on time. On time. For me, I can't tell you guys the number of times I have gone to a care home late. It's something I'm working on. I pray that the Holy Spirit will help me so that I will stop that habit. A lot of times I get there on time, but sometimes I get there late, especially for weekend shifts, due to the fact that the bosses comes late, or probably I finished late because I was taking care of my daughter, or I was trying to quickly sort out something before I leave the house. So sometimes I get there late, which is not a good thing. It's a very bad thing, because if you get there late, like 5 minutes late, and I'm usually like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I've never gone outside of that range, but I will be better. So if you get there late, you are slowing the pace of work. I mean, someone you're supposed to bathe at 8 o'clock or assist to bathe at 8 o'clock, you are getting there past 8. It's not good for business. You might feel it's good for you, but the deductions will still come to you, and then it doesn't make you reliable. It doesn't really sign up well for your own integrity. It's a bad thing. Yeah, it's a bad thing. But as a healthcare assistant, as a carer, you have to ensure that you are on time. I think my case this evening is going to be likened to those that wait upon the Lord. They will not lose their strength. They will renew their strength like that of an eagle. Because I am 2 minutes late. I got to the bus stop about 2 minutes past the time my mom stated that the bus has departed. But it happens sometimes that even though the map is saying the bus has departed, you just see the bus pop out from somewhere, and then it will definitely pick you and you go to your destination. So I am just hopeful that it's not what I'm thinking, that the bus has because if that's my case, I'm going to be here for some time, except I decide to opt for calling a taxi and a taxi takes me home. I really am a bit tired and I want to get home on time, but it's not looking like this. Like I'm going to get home on time, but whatever the case is, I'm just going to be hopeful and I'll keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully it comes on time and then I get out of this place. Well, life of a carer, I had a good day. I was supposed to close my car, but one of the residents that I'm with, because this week I'm on for support worker thing, so the resident that I'm with, she was acting funny today, so I just had to calm her down before I left, because I didn't want to write any bad thing in her notes that, oh, she wasn't cooperating with every other person that came, or she was cranky or something. So I didn't want to put that down in her notes that I was going to hand over to the person who was going to do the night shift. It's just that one. She'll be fine, definitely. I'll see her tomorrow again. So that's why I got here 2 minutes late. It's okay. Just wait. Let me stop rambling and start praying with the whole of my heart that the bus will pop out from nowhere, like some other days I've experienced. If not, I'm going to spend like times 2. I mean, like double the price of the bus to get a taxi, which I don't think I actually use the taxi to work in the morning. I don't want to use the taxi this evening because that's going to be like £20 on top transportation for today alone. And I still have 2 more days to come to this particular care home to do the supplement. So I'm cutting that off. But anyway, let me just go. Let me save my energy and see what happens. Fingers crossed. Bye, guys. So with this, I've come to the end of today's video. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like it, to pass your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on your notification buttons for the periods that I post the video, so you would be part of the first people to get notified. And yeah, you can also share the video with your friends, because this is a family where we share videos to help one another, prepare ahead, and then get more information. Yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. Have a lovely day, week, night, morning ahead of you. Stay blessed.